Even if you're afraid, step up to that moment where a commitment is required and ask for it. And if you don't get it, ask for it again.
Welcome to AMC. I'm Dr. Greg Miller. Have you ever stopped to think about the importance of commitment? Today, Dr. Shannon McMurty is going to continue our series on the 6 C's. Pay close attention to his example of paid in full patients. If you find this video to be useful, please click the like and subscribe buttons. Let's get started.
We're talking about the 6 C's, and my portion is commitment. Don't have a lot of time on this video, so let's get right to it. Nothing is going to happen until a commitment is made. That's true for your life. That's true for my life. That's true in our marriage. That's true in our relationships with our employees and associates. That's true with our patients. Nothing is going to change until a commitment is made. The challenge with this C, the challenge with commitment is it's scary. It's an opportunity for you to be rejected. It's an opportunity for you to have some contention and some confrontation coming your way. And you know it's important, right? You can't be an adult without knowing how important commitments are in your relationships in this life. But it's scary to do. I can't help you get over the internal fear. I can tell you that I know what it feels like. I can tell you about my pathway to having more audacity in the moment. I can tell you what other people have done. I can express what it feels like on the other side of the equation. But you have to do battle with your fears and your anxiety in the moment, just like the rest of us have done. Commitment is so important. Chiropractic doesn't fail people. People fail people. Chiropractic doesn't fail people. People fail people. You ever had somebody come to your office and say, well, I went to the doctor across town and they're a nice enough person, but they just didn't help me? You ever had that? What do you think people are saying about you to the doctor across town? Same thing that they're saying to you about that person. Did you fail that person, or did chiropractic fail that person? Or better yet, the person sitting in your office saying that the doctor down the street didn't help them. Did chiropractic fail that person, or did that doctor fail that person? Most of the time, it's the doctor who failed the person, because we get the relationship out of balance. We don't have the expectations that we're supposed to communicate, and we're lacking commitment. We are afraid to ask this person to commit to their health. And by doing that, by sidestepping that obligation you have, this person never commits to their health. They never commit to your process. They never commit to your plan, and they start causing problems. And guess what they do? They blame you. See, that's the unfair game that you're playing with the people. You don't get the commitment. Sometimes even if you do get the commitment, they don't honor that. They don't stick with what they need. And then now you get the blame for the lack of results, for the bad outcomes. Please don't do that. Please, even if you're afraid, step up to that moment where a commitment is required and ask for it. And if you don't get it, ask for it again. Don't ever shy away from that responsibility, because without it, you're not going to be able to help that person fully. The only way that, not the only way, but a major way that we find commitment and have proof of commitment is paid in fulls. We get a bad rap with paid in fulls, and for those of you who are not familiar with what that is, you present the patient the full plan of what they need to get their health recovered, get maintained, get supported, and then that patient will pay for the entirety of that plan up front in one payment. Some doctors have never experienced that. I assure you, it's true. It's happening right now. But we don't celebrate that because the money's coming in. The money doesn't really matter. In fact, for some of our offices, cash flow and having a weekly payment would be better than having a lump sum that comes in all at once. What is that lump sum payment right there at the beginning before results are even established? What does that mean? That means this person is committed to you. They're committed to their health. They're committed to this plan. They are all in, buddy. And you can rest assured they're going to do their part. You ever experienced it on the other side when you have no commitment, such as a PI case or a family member who, a child or, a sister who's coming in and the other people are paying for it? You ever try to work with people like that? No commitment, no skin in the game. Do you like those patients? You don't like those patients. Not because they're bad people, but why? They don't come in when they're supposed to. They don't do their home instructions, their results. They're always complaining. There's no commitment. I can't tell you how important it is. I can tell you what it feels like when you have it. I can tell you how much better practice is, how much more fun it is when you have people who are committed. And I can tell you how it opens the door to tough conversations in the future. See, even people who give the commitment, some of those people will get a little squirrely with it, right? They'll get a little lazy. You have to rein them back in. You have to remind them of their commitment. And that's a much easier proposition when you've gotten the commitment on the front side. Once you say, I'm all in, whether they're all in or not, it's a much harder conversation to have to expect them to now do what you ask them to do. Commitment is important. Don't practice without it. Don't try to manage your relationships without it. You be committed too. Set the example. Step out on your own commitments that you need to make. Gain conviction of how important that is. And you'll be able to communicate that expectation and get that commitment from your patients in the future. I hope this has helped you, and I look forward to talking to you on the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues. AMC is here for your practice and your patients. Visit amcfamily.com to learn more or call 904-966-4996. See you next week.